quicker and smoother. That's what she said. Sorry, I had to.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. Snow falling. We have a winter weather advisory until 10 p.m. today. We're expecting about 5 inches, and it should be steady snow all throughout the day.
5 more inches today?
5. Wow. The forecast for areas south and east of us, Lenawee, Monroe, in Wayne, those counties are under winter storm warning, where they're expecting somewhere around 8 inches. So it's possible we could get more, we could get less. You know how it goes. Right now, 31 degrees, wind chill 24, and as you can see, light snow falling in downtown Jackson.
It was a little slick this morning. Slick enough for some schools to be canceled, not all schools, but my daughter's out of school. But yeah, it was a little slick on the secondary roads this morning, driving in. So, and you know what? Why not? Why not? Take a snow day.
Some schools are closed, some schools are not.
Yeah, we have some kids in the building today. We do. We'll have 2 children in the building today, so that'll be fun.
Bring your kids to work.
Yeah.
Snow day.
Yeah, speaking of school, so you've heard of the book fair? Like when you give your kids money and then they go buy?
There's nothing like the smell of a Scholastic book fair.
A Scholastic book fair. The Scholastic people, you should see what they're charging for some of this stuff.
Really?
Yeah, so I forgot to give Ella money yesterday, so she called. I ran over there at 8:30. I had 18 big ones on me, $18. Thought that'd be plenty for a few things.
Good thing.
She got a book and a bookmark, and that was it. All her money was gone.
Wow.
How about that? $12 book, plus tax. But I'm going to go in there and look for myself. Maybe she picked out an expensive book. It just felt a little pricey to me. So.
Are you saying these Scholastic book fairs are racket?
Yes, I am. I am. These Scholastic folks with their semis and their silver cases of their books. Yes, it's like a food truck.
Tonight is the governor's State of the State address. This is the first one in 3 years where she has real people in the audience.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I am not going to watch, so I need you to watch for us, please.
You can watch it at 7 o'clock. It's on some TV stations, and you can live stream it as well. It's on the governor's Facebook page. And according to the Detroit Free Press, the governor is going to call for pre-K for all. As you know, the Michigan Great Start Readiness Program provides preschool free for certain people based on income. The governor, according to the Free Press, is going to call for free pre-K for the whole state.
How does that work? Through like a GSRP program? Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Also, she has, according to reports from reporters who saw some of her speech yesterday, she'll be calling for more stringent background checks, a red flag law, all dealing with gun control.
Yeah, the governor's going to spend a lot of time talking about guns, and that'll be interesting. Anxious to hear if she does talk about, inflation and things like that affect really everybody. So I'm anxious to hear your take on it. Again, I'm not watching. I will not be watching because I did not watch Night Court last night, so I'm going to figure out a way to watch both of the night courts back to back tonight. And I'll probably be able to get some political advice from John Larroquette. during the episode of Night Court.
The governor also is hinting at introducing toll roads.
Ooh, I like it. I like
She
it.
is open. Yesterday she said she is open to toll roads. It's not likely she's going to talk about it in her State of the State, but it's a possibility because with gas taxes funding roads and electric cars not paying gas tax, how are they going to pay for the roads?
Think about that, how toll roads and what that would look like. You know, starting kind of from scratch. You've driven all over the country and seen what type of infrastructure that takes. But yeah, it's surprising, especially where we are connected with Ohio, Indiana, Pennsylvania.
But just think about how if you have traveled on toll roads, the exits are limited
Right.
because they have to have a collection.
Right. So that could hurt businesses along existing freeways.
Yeah.
So a lot to think about. I saw this on the Interfaith Shelter's social media yesterday. Guess how many meals were served in 2022 at the Interfaith Shelter?
20,000.
55,896. Think about that. Is that amazing? Wow. 7 days a week. So thanks to the staff and all the volunteers and the community, that's just an amazing number, staggering number.
Yeah. Thank God we have the Interfaith Shelter here in our community.
Yeah, you're not kidding me.
Also, a number of other food banks, pantries, and churches have dinners, sometimes weekly, sometimes monthly. So a lot of people with the need in our community, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure. Faster Horses, 10 years already. This would be the 10th year. I know you don't like it. I've never been. Dr. Donna O'Neill went for us
Really?
last year. So they've announced their headliners for this year, and very, very big names. Luke Bryan, Shania Twain, and Zach Brown Band will be the three headliners. So that's a big time lineup, and they've announced the rest of the show on their website. No Braden Lape, I'm surprised.
Braden Lape?
No, he should be headlining. Maybe someone will get him in there.
Maybe. We followed the career of Imani Bates and former Ypsilanti basketball
Who's
star.
we? Who is we?
You.
False.
Do you know what he did last night?
I do.
He scored 43 points, including, which is the big news, 29 straight to close the first half. They played Toledo.
Did his team win?
Toledo won.
Oh, well then I don't care. Oh, man.
Nice suites, though. You notice that in Toledo's home arena?
Yeah, can we pull that back up, guys? Let's see that. The Glass City has some money. Or, Brandon, did they move the game to the Quicken Loans for more people? No, that is a beautiful arena Toledo has. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he gets drafted, where all that goes from there. Still got a lot of potential. He was was he the biggest thing since LeBron and KD? And
Cover of Sports Illustrated.
cover of
Yeah.
Sports Illustrated. And
Actually, LeBron was watching last night's game and tweeted, encouraging people to switch over to the CBS Sports Network to watch this amazing feat of this young man.
of course, LeBron was watching that game in his locker room as they don't tip off till like 10:45. I tried to watch 10 minutes of the Lakers game last night, and I just couldn't. I have to turn it right off.
It's too late.
It's way too late.
Different time zone.
Way too late.
Yesterday, as we were talking about the latest round of mass shootings, we were talking about how many there were. And according to the Gun Violence Archive, the United States, we're 3 weeks into this year. 3 weeks into 2023, this country has already had, this year, 39 mass shootings
That's insane.
since January 1.
Is that, I don't want to be technical, but is mass shootings, is that like, how many people? I don't
I'm
know.
not sure
Whatever.
the threshold.
It's awful. Yeah. So if you look up the numbers on this, it's staggering. Like, and then breaking down to how many people are committing a murder each day in our country. It's crazy to think that like 1,000 people wake up and decide they're going to kill somebody today. That's absolutely
National
insane.
tragedy.
Crazy.
You know our big boy statue? Do we still have that big boy statue in Brooklyn?
I don't know. I thought Teague stole it.
Well, it's been stolen, it's been recovered, it's been stolen, and we've got word today of a similar statue in West Virginia, Hot Dog Man. Hot Dog Man was stolen from, this is a great name for a restaurant, the Dairy Winkle.
The Dairy Winkle.
The Dairy Winkle. And the Hot Dog Man is known as Wiener Man. Stolen from the Dairy Winkle in Campbell's Creek, West Virginia. After a fire on January 11th, a tip led deputies to a location where the statue was found undamaged. And the restaurant owner has it back, and he'll be restored once the fire damage has been repaired.
Thank God. Thank God for that.
You can't really tell, but he's smacking his lips as he pours ketchup on his head. Interesting.
Yeah, very nice. That's in America?
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. The Daddy-Daughter Dance, the Jamie McKibben Daddy-Daughter Dance, is coming up February 10th and February 11th, put on by the Jackson Rec Department. Get your tickets now. $20 if you live inside the JPS district, $25 if you don't. Call the Rec Department to sign up. It's a great time. Wonderful time.
City Council met last night, and City Manager Jonathan Green will be with us in a few minutes. But among the things that the council did was listen to a presentation from Josh Jeffers' team, the developers of what we believe is going to be called The Haze. I asked Josh yesterday in an interview that will air later today on JTV what they're going to call it, because it's been, originally it was Hotel Haze.
Hotel Haze.
And a lot of people since then have called it Haze Hotel, the Haze Building. Josh says they've pretty much settled on The Haze.
That sounds wonderful to me. I cannot wait. I'm excited to talk to Jonathan, our city manager. He has a lot more of the details. But just exciting news for the city of Jackson and Jackson County, of course, as a whole. Let's get to some sports. It's our Extreme Dodge Scoreboard, brought to you by our friends at Extreme. Some highlights, a lot of highlights last night. Almost too many highlights to talk about. Blissfield 60, Columbia 49. It was Concord 44, Quincy 37. Jackson High beat Adrian 71-62. Calhoun Christian over Jackson Christian. And Northwest beat Eaton Rapids, and the Mounties moved to 8-4 on the year. That is our girls basketball, or I'm sorry, I was reading boys basketball scores. That's just so poor of me. I apologize. So there's the boys scores. And there is the girls scores that I read incorrectly. Zoe Baum scored 11 points to lead Columbia Central. Napoleon, they got a nice win over Hanover Horton. Also in, here's competitive cheer results. Also in basketball, Northwest head coach Ryan Carroll picked up his 200th coaching victory in Northwest win.
Wow.
So congratulations to Ryan. They have helped build a really, really successful program out there. Bowling. We've got some bowling scores. Bowling. Girls bowling. I'm looking for it, guys. This is almost ridiculous. East Jackson 25, Addison 5, Western 30, Lumen Christie 0, Northwest 25, Marshall 5, and then girls. Here's what's coming up on deck for tonight. A lot of basketball, a lot of wrestling. We've got bowling, gymnastics, and competitive cheer. If you'd like to see your score scheduled, tell your coach. Email Jeff, jsteers at jtv.tv.
One more late score just in girls basketball. Addison 55, Vandercook Lake 5. If you live in Vandercook Lake and can play basketball or sports there, all their programs they're recruiting, they're looking.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep,
Yeah.
they've got some good coaches in place right now, and are working on building these programs up.
Yeah, and
A lot of underclassmen on most of these teams.
Yep, and they're up. I think Vandercook Lake has only got one basketball team. They're not able to do
Yeah, I'm
JV
not sure. I
and
just know
freshmen.
they have a lot of freshmen and sophomores playing. So
Who's on today's show?
today we have a great show. We're going to get things started with our city manager, Jonathan Green, right after this break.